School Ball Pops. At center, number 3, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. And guard number 6, Datu Usop. The other guard, number 15, 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰. And forward, number 18, Elijah Yusi. And the other forward, number 28, 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰. Their head coach is Kevin De Castro. Here now is the starting lineup of your UST Growling Tiger Cubs. At center, number 11, 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. And guard number 18, Jamie Lim. The other guard, number 28, Lance Rodquillo. At forward, number 34, Sam Reyes. And the other forward, number 19, Andre Dugo. Their head coach is Manu Inigo. Officiating this ballgame, our crew chief, Ian Borbe. Umpire 1, Edgar Orpilla. And umpire 2, Gomer Ubina. Alternate official, Winston Veloso. Deputy Commissioner for Season 86 of Boys Basketball, Marvin Bienvenida.
The starting lineups for the Bull Clubs. UC will be starting here alongside Roma, Yusuf, Nepasena, and Akoe in the middle for NU. Meanwhile, for the Tiger Cubs, JB Lim will be starting alongside Reyes, Dungo, Ronquillo, and Buenaflor at center here for UST. Our officiating trio of Borbe, Orpilla, and Obina will be taking the helm here for both of our squads. And here we go, first quarter action, game number 3 of our quadruple header for today. And we got an opening possession here for NU, and wasting no time, there is Yusuf who gets the first bucket for NU.
You know, starting strong is going to be very important in today's ball game. A good start by Yusuf there.
Yusuf not wasting any time, and you can see already just tensions and a lot of energy being shown by these two teams. Roma hands it off to Yusuf. That ball was too hot to handle, and that's going to be a turnover for NU.
All right, away NU wanting to take advantage of that running game.
2-0 to start here. Buenaflor gets it to Dungo. Dungo has been spectacular for UST, especially in these 3 games. 3 straight games that they have won. Gets an offensive rebound, floats it up, banks it home for 2.
As the season moves along, Dungo continues to expand on that skill range. A really good talent for UST moving forward.
Yusuf in the corner. That ball bounces out of bounds, and that'll head to UST. Both teams here, Coach, obviously wanting to get the win. It's an important win for them. But what do you try to do to keep the tensions calm and down if you're UST and NU?
Well, you gotta stay with the system and keep your emotions down. Sometimes it's the emotions that can kill you in the end game. So moving forward, you want to keep on playing your game, trust the system of the coaching staff, and eventually be able to get that early lead for you to be able to get that victory.
Roma will try to do exactly that here for NU as they have possession over UST. Yusuf drives, gets into the paint, puts it up, plus the foul, and one opportunity coming his way.
You know, Yusuf not really a guy who starts it strong for NU, but here today he sees a good opportunity for him to showcase his talent and takes advantage of that early on. Early points for Yusuf.
And he's really liking that left-hand drive to the rim. It worked the first time, it works the second time. I won't be surprised if he tries it the third time. But unable to connect on the 3-point play. Still a 2-point lead here for NU. An offensive foul called on UST.
For extension of the hip by Koji Buenaflor right there. Good call by the referee.
Buenaflor. That's already going to be his second foul of the game. And UST will react and make the substitution here for Koji Buenaflor.
Right, the first round, it was Collins Akoe who had foul trouble. UST took advantage of the foul trouble of Collins Akoe. So here it's a reversal. It's a chance for NU to take advantage of the foul trouble of Gojo in the floor.
UST going all the way, this time on the right hand.
It's a very solid start for UST right here. 6 points already in the first 2.5 minutes.
Well, UST has all the points on this NU team so far. Doidungo kicks it out to Lim. JB Lim for 3. Offline, and that's gonna head to NU.
But this is actually a problem of UST, even in their past games. Starting out strong. They start out very slow, but eventually adjust to the pace of their opponent. But moving forward to the season, this is something they cannot be able to rely on. So they have to be able to adjust as early as possible.
Especially if you're vying for that twice the beat advantage. UST now getting on the scoreboard yet again. 6-4. Yusuf, the main guy here for NU so far. Elijah UC with a reverse. UC misses, recovers with an offensive rebound and floats it up and in.
3 yellow shirts looking at Colin Sako and leaves Elijah UC wide open for that offensive rebound.
JB Lim goes left. JB Lim with a jumper. No good there. Veroma has it for NU. Veroma to Yusuf. Yusuf drives. Gets it inside to Okoe, and Okoe is fouled.
That just might be the first touch of the basketball for Collins Okoe. Today's ball game, UST doing a good job denying Collins Okoe, pushing him out of the paint. Because they know whenever he is inside the paint, that is already automatic 2 points for Collins. So far, a good job by UST on denying Collins that basketball.
Collins will be shooting the second and third free throws of the day here for NU. Well, the free throws have not been the best thing going for Collins Okoe in season 86. But has made those free throws, especially when it mattered the most.
Those fourth quarter free throws are huge for Collins. He made it against FEU, which forced overtime and eventually the victory for them. But it's really going to be a tough battle for Collins Okoe and that free throw line towards the end of the season.
Okoe splits the free throws and gives NU a 5-point lead here. Tungo drives, gets it on the inside. And a foul is called. And it's going to go on 𝔑𝔞𝔦𝔰. So Ronquillo will take it out for UST, and they'll have 14 seconds to work with. Lim, 10 seconds to shoot. Dungo fakes, drives, could not handle the rock. Here's Reyes with the jumper, and he is fouled by Collins Okoe.
Just an over closeout by Collins Okoe right there. But he has to be careful with those kinds of fouls because those are going to be crucial come the end game. Just going back again to the first game they played against each other, Collins Okoe was in foul trouble, and UST was able to take advantage of that. And those are the kinds of fouls that Collins Okoe does not want to be able to commit.
And in that game that you were talking about, Coach, that was where, well, not just UST took advantage, but you could see every other team watching that game really knew that if you wanted to get an upper hand on NU, you have to get Collins Okoe out of the game.
Oh, they really put a blueprint on how to defend Collins Okoe and how to win against NU. That was a hard task to do, but after UST did it, everybody was able to follow through.
Elijah UC gets it to Roma in the corner now. Yusuf misses that three. Drives, gets it inside to Okoe. Okoe with a second try, still no. But he will be shooting free throws.
There's little you can do if Collins Okoe gets his position down low. Too long, too strong. That's the best way you can do is foul him and make him earn it from the line.
Well, Okoe heads back to the free throw line here for NU. And to your point, Coach, Collins Okoe is only getting possessions on the inside. Whenever Yusuf is getting a drive and dropping it off inside to him, but no plays, or UST just really zoning out and rejecting the pass to Okoe.
So far, that game plan is on point for UST in denying Okoe that basketball. But good thing for NU that Usop and Elijah Yusi are stepping up early on in this ballgame.
JB Lim gets it to Dungo. Dungo off the screen from Reyes. Dungo drives, so and a dribbling violation called on Andre Dungo. You can see the UST coaching staff not happy about after that one. And it's possession now for NU. They still have a 5-point lead here in the game. Roma. Stolen here by JB Lim. Finds the running Ronquillo. Ronquillo over UC. Lays it up and in.
You can never turn your back on JB Lim. This guy is one of the best swipers in the league. Understand from JB.
Yusuf with an offensive rebound inside to Okoe. Okoe banks it home for 2.
Usop has been doing a good job early on in the ball game, scoring 6 points. Now able to dish to Collins Okoe. Yusuf really doing a good job here in the ball game.
Reyes to Ronquillo. Steps back for 3. Misfires. Okoe with the rebound. UC corner 3. Offline that time. Ronquillo now with the ball for UST. Dungo. Doi making his move. Doi Dungo lays it in, floating in the air for that one.
And how can you believe that we're watching high school basketball with those kinds of moves? What a finish, and now what a steal by Lance Ronquillo, slowly chipping away that lead of UST.
Dungo for 3. No good there. Red Roma has it, but swiped from behind by JB Lim and fouled by Sid Roma.
Once again, another steal by JB Lim. We were talking about earlier, you can never turn your back on JB because he can have that burst of speed a la Jose Alvarado from the back. And maybe remember, he had one game where he had 7 steals in a ball game. Now UST is doing the right things for them to be able to eventually get the lead from NU here.
Well, you see JB Lim always flirting with a double-double, not with points or assists. Might be assists and steals for JB Lim.
A guy is very athletic, very quick. The guy who just has tough instincts. Very good player, JB.
Doidungo over Collins Okoe. Couldn't get the offensive tip in. And NU has possession. Makmak Alfanta has checked in for them. Unable to get that basket. And UST now with possession. Velasquez gets it to Waki Ludovice. Dungo hands it over. Jumper no good that time by UST. And Tagotongan has the ball. Tagotongan calling out the play. Gets it to Makmak Alfanta. Alfanta with a spin. Alfanta is rejected by Esteban. And UST has it. Dungo gets it to Waki. Ludovice off the screen. Ludovice with a jumper. Too strong that time. Nepasena collects the rebound.
Both teams playing good defense the past few possessions. No easy baskets coming for UST and NU.
Just under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter, and UST forces another turnover.
Watch the stop here. Collins Okoe forcing a stop right there, getting the rebound. On the other end, strong attack, but that help side was enough to get the block by Loreto. Both teams playing terrific defense here in the first quarter.
Well, both teams doing a great job at protecting the rim here. 𝔂𝔂𝔂 Alfanta.
Gonna be a very exciting matchup. 𝔂𝔂𝔂 Alfanta versus 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬, very athletic, very crafty. On the other end, 𝔂𝔂𝔂 Alfanta, physical and quick. And I'm sure this will be a tough matchup going forward here in the ball game. So I'm gonna watch these two play.
Well, whenever you have 𝔂𝔂𝔂 Alfanta on the floor, you can expect some intense D and physicality on the offensive end as well.
Makes high school basketball more exciting. Always coming off the bench for NU.
See Coach Jeff Napa watching on here in the juniors division.
Always active wherever, really wanting the future for NU. He is very excited with how strong this young squad of NU is. You know, almost everybody here is going forward and going to NU college as well. So I'm sure he wants to be able to get everybody involved in the system as early as possible.
Really feeding into the culture that Coach Jeff is trying to create here. And like you mentioned, Coach, always looking on for the future. Alfanta drives. Second try, no good, still there for NU. That's going to be out of bounds. It'll head to UST.
That's another block on 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 He has been owning that paint against UST. I'm sorry, against NU. No easy baskets inside because 2 blocks already for 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬.
12-11 is our score here. It's a 1-point lead for NU and an offensive foul called on UST.
That's the second of its time for UST. Koji with the floor had one earlier. Now Esteban with another illegal screen, overextension of that hit.
A great draw there by Chad Cartel to run over the screen and draw the foul. Gives NU a possession here. Palangka to Tagutongan. Alfanta, right back to Tagutongan. Cartel inside to 𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬
So strong. One pump, enough to give him space to get that easy two.
Velasquez will settle things down. Triple on the way, no good that time for UST. Velasquez gets the offensive board. Turnaround jumper, no good for him. And NU has possession. Oh, pass too high. That time for 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰 off of 𝔬𝔬𝔦𝔱𝔢𝔦.
There's a little miscommunication from 𝔬𝔬𝔦 and 𝔬𝔦𝔦, but that is a play you want. Want to be able to give that ball down low for 𝔐𝔞𝔦 to operate on the inside. That's going to mean a turnover for NU on that last play.
14-11 is our score here. It's a 3-point lead for NU. Velasquez off the screen and another offensive foul called on the Tiger Cubs.
Referees has been strict the whole ballgame. That's the third of its type for UST.
This time it goes here for Sosa. And some substitutions now for UST. They're still down by 3 here. NU with possession. Cartel fakes the pass, gets it to Alfanta. They kick it out to Cartel. Alfanta fires for 3. Offline that time. And Owaki has the ball. Ludovice gets it to Manding. Manding puts it up. Can't get back. And NU with the ball. Alfanta driving left, hands it off. Floater in the lane, no good for NU. And that's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Bullpups.
So both teams having good opportunities for attacks, for wide open shots, just could not get their baskets in. But the energy, the physicality has been on point here in the first quarter.
These two teams have really not made anything easy, Coach. 14-11, and we're down to the final 3 seconds of the first quarter.
It's as intense as it can get.
So referees are settling the play. 3.3 on the game clock. Oh, nice pass on the inside. NU unable to buy a basket, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So both teams having a tough time. To 11 here against the UST Tiger Cubs. UST showing a lot of physicality on their end. NU, meanwhile, responding with a bunch of physicality on their own. And they have held on well here, Coach, after that first quarter.
I'm very excited with these two teams because they play different types of basketball, but they can counter each other with the way they scout. And it makes this ball game all too exciting. And just talking about exciting, Bricks Versosa tying the ball game, a rare three coming from the Bricks wall.
You can say that again, Coach. Very rare three from Versosa, but able to connect and ties things up at 14. Alfanta in the corner. Tagutongan can't answer with the three of his own. And UST unable to control the rock. It'll stay with NU.
But that is one threat of NU that they have to be able to take advantage of moving forward. That three-point line, it has not went their way. Their last game, only 3 3-pointers. Here in the ball game, still 0. But they have a lot of shooters. They have Tagutongan, you have Alfanta, you also have Elijah Yusi.
Oh, what a pass that time from Chad Cartel. But Solomon just unable to finish after that one.
But there was a game that Chad Cartel had 7 assists. Very underrated passer for NU. But moving forward, this guy can play point guard at the collegiate level.
Really showing that he's more than just a 3-and-D guy for this NU team. Louis puts it up, puts it in, plus the foul, and then one opportunity for him.
And if there was a guy that was a born scorer, it's Louis. Anywhere you need him to score, he can give it. He can drive. He has that deep range. He has that stopping pop from the mid-range as well. He's a born scorer for UST.
And over the taller defenders nonetheless. That was Solomon who got caught off the drive from Lucky Ludovice, as he is now at the free throw line to try and make this a 3-point lead for the Tiger Cubs, and he does just that. Tagutongan pushes it up ahead to Alfanta. Alfanta with a nice soft touch for the floater.
Good composure by Mac Alfanta for that floater. Not rushing on anything. That's the lead to 1.
17-16, UST only up by 1. Velasquez using that screen, and another offensive foul called on Bricks Versosa.
And that's going to be the 4th charging foul on UST via the screen and roll. And they really have to be careful moving forward. The coaching staff has to adjust the way they set screens.
That's already also the 2nd foul on Versosa. So he's going to be in foul trouble in a bit here.
That's going to hurt them because Koji Buenaflor also has 2 on the bench.
Velasquez using that double screen. Velasquez to Ludovice, guarded here by Cartel. Manding drives. Manding uses the body for the deuce.
And once again, that middle will always be a threat to Carl Manding. Strong attack middle. gets enough space for him to get those two.
Manding with his first bucket of the ball game here. Oh, nice pass by 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰 to his cutting teammate. But again, unable to connect is the Bullpups.
Actually, all throughout the season, 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰 has been able to improve on that passing of his, especially when teams play zone. He already has that kick out. You can also see the cutters. So this young kid continues to grow and improve.
UST holding on to a 1-point lead here against the Bullpups. Velasquez kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way. That's good for Charles Buxit.
Good pass coming from his teammate right there. Drives the ball. Eventually sees a wide open shot. Now he gets a steal.
And the nice pass and assist to Aki Ludovice, who makes it now a 6-point lead.
And now we are seeing why UST is the hottest team right now in UAAP Juniors basketball.
Looking for that 4th straight victory, but not if 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 and NU have something to say about it as he cuts the lead down to 3.
The two guys that really needs to be able to contribute for NU, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 and Chad Cartel. Two veterans that can really play their own.
Velasquez with a nice move off the pull-up jumper for UST.
You know, once UST gets going, tuloy-tuloy na itong team na to. And this is exactly how they're playing here in the second quarter. They get one basket, now everything is just flowing for UST.
They have a 5-point lead here, coach, against the Bullpups. Looking to secure a twice-to-beat advantage and a foul call on Chad Cartel.
Well-deserved rest for Chad Cartel right here. One guy that's going to be needed here by NU, Tom Pilado, instant energy off the bench for NU.
So a 5-point lead for UST. Meanwhile, the turnovers have really been hurting NU here, coach. They have already 8 in the game, given up to UST. Oh, nice find by Velasquez to the cutting Versosa, and he will head to the free throw line here for UST.
The one thing I can say about UST is that they are very comfortable with each other inside the court. Whenever one is driving, all the others just know where and when they will be able to really just be receiving that basketball. Good drive by Velasquez, good cut by Bricks Versosa.
So Versosa now at the free throw line for UST, shooting their 7th and 8th free throws of the day, and he splits it and still gives UST a 5-point lead. Villado has checked in for NU, finds his teammate on the inside, unable to finish, and that ball is swiped from the hands of 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰.
Once again, USC closing down on the inside, forcing that stop.
Velasquez is called for the travel, and that's going to be a turnover for UST.
Accidental slip coming from Kurt.
You can see there, Velasquez just, the shoes just unable to grip off of that drive.
Maybe you need to give him shoes. Ruby, I know you have a lot.
I'm not sure if my shoes are going to fit him, coach. I don't think I have a size 10 in the rotation right now. 26-21 is our score here. Still a 5-point lead for UST. Epacena with a free throw line jumper, no good. Carl Manding with the rebound. UST looking to pad on this lead. Velasquez drives. Velasquez with a tall floater. Rebound here to Yusuf. Yusuf finding Villado. Villado inside to 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰. 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰 puts it up. Counted. Oh, no basket call. So shot will not count for 𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰.
Coach coaching staff obviously disappointed with the call there. They wanted that basket counted for Collins. Late bricks for Sosa on the recovery. Collins wanted to take advantage, but the foul was before the shot. So it will just mean a sideline inbound for NU right here.
And I think that was one of the few times, Coach, where they actually threw it inside to Collins 𝔠𝔬𝔂. And that was only because Bricks Versosa wasn't on the inside. Foul called on UST. And that's going to send 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰 to the line here for NU.
The past few games for 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰 has been relatively cold, but this guy is still a talent for the NUNS team. Can move without that basketball, has a decent mid-range, a very tall guy, just has not been able to play his usual game the past few games, but we still have a lot of games in the season. I'm sure 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰 is ready to contribute for NU.
Well, 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰, one of those guys on this NU team that, aside from Collins 𝔠𝔬𝔂, can really get into the paint and work his way in there as well. Elijah Yusi has checked in for NU. Bulldogs are down by 4 here. 𝔠𝔬𝔂 to inbound, and you can see the press being shown here by this NU team. 𝔠𝔬𝔂 using that screen from Reyes. Corner triple for JB Lim, no good. 𝔠𝔬𝔂 with the rebound. Yusuf drives, is fouled by JB Lim, and that's going to mean more free throws on the way here for Yusuf.
So this is not a usual type of game we're seeing from Yusuf. Usually not this aggressive, but seems like he has that go signal today to be able to showcase how he really plays. And he is contributing a lot, the leading scorer for NU so far.
And has really taken that opportunity at hand, Coach. Absorbing all the contact and getting to the line here now for NU. And he cuts this lead down to just 2.
And so far, he really is proving his worth here for NU. 8 points for Usop in the ballgame.
𝔠𝔬𝔂 firing from downtown, puts it in.
Anywhere, anytime, Mr. Doywiro doing everything again for UST.
Collins 𝔠𝔬𝔂, meanwhile, second try, third try for him. And after finally an X amount of opportunities, he is fouled heading to the free throw line.
Watch this replay first. 𝔠𝔬𝔂, you can never give him enough space because he can make that shot whenever he's open. So we call him this season Mr. Doywiro.
𝔠𝔬𝔂 with his first triple of the game, and the second triple for UST now. Has 9 points, Coach, already in the first half.
Very silent 9 points for him. It's not really the type where he just got hot within a few seconds or minutes. It's really a well-balanced 9 points for him.
𝔠𝔬𝔂, a highly recruited player in the juniors ranks, taking his talents here to UST. And if you're the UST coaching staff, you gotta love the production from him. 𝔠𝔬𝔂 again with the ball for UST. 𝔠𝔬𝔂 this time drives over 𝔠𝔬𝔂. Collins might have gotten a piece of that one. And here's Yusuf. Yusuf with a step through, puts it in for the lay-in.
And what a quick first step coming from Usop, leaving everybody in the dust. A good strong attack. Gets the lead back for them.
Boy, Yusuf really having the game of his season so far.
Sorry, still a 1 point lead for UST here, but still a strong attack for Usop. Probably his best game of the season for Usop.
4 rebounds to go along with 2 assists for him. Trying to keep this NU team afloat. UC drives, UC puts it up and in, plus the foul.
And the swing combo of 𝔬𝔁 and UC has been doing the damage for NU so far. Watch that strong drive coming from Elijah UC, coming from the cross-court pass of 𝔬𝔁.
UC now with 4 points in the game here, and a chance to add to it at the free throw line.
14 of the 30 points of NU coming from UC and 𝔬𝔁. This swing combination has been playing well for NU so far.
UC unable to connect on the three-point play, but ties things up here at 30 apiece. 𝔬𝔁 inside. When the floor couldn't capitalize on the floater, here's JB Lim now. Ronquillo to 𝔬𝔁. Doi with 7 seconds to shoot. Doi with a spin. 𝔬𝔁 with a floater. No. And NU has the ball. 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 has it for NU. 𝔘𝔫𝔦 to 𝔬𝔁. 𝔬𝔁 drives, lays it up and in again for the Bullpups.
And every time he is driving, he just has pure confidence. And 𝔬𝔁 really providing the much needed energy for NU here in the ball game.
32-30 is their score.
Counting the number 2 and number 3 teams right here. I'm sure very important game for this team at hand. Of course, also very important for Coach Mike to be able to scout these teams.
Coach Mike getting his 9th victory of the season earlier in the day with Adamson defeating FEU. So he knows sooner or later he's going to be facing either one of these teams. So some valuable time reading the plays, the offense and defense of these two squads. NU with a 2-point lead here. JB Lim steps inside for the jumper, no good. Ball is saved by UST. 3-pointer, no good that time for the Tiger Cubs.
UST having a hard time attacking that basketball with Collins 𝔐𝔐 in the middle. That's why they're forced to shoot a lot more outside shots past few possessions.
No substitutions here. Baraka checks in. Yusuf will take a seat.
Well-deserved rest for 𝔬𝔁 right here. 12 of the 32 points of NU coming from one guy, that is 𝔬𝔁.
Big production from Yusuf in this one for NU. His teammates are looking to contribute as well. UC to 𝔘𝔫𝔦. 8 seconds to shoot. 𝔘𝔫𝔦 tries for 3 and puts it in.
Rare 3-point make for NU. Only the second here in the ball game, but a huge one, extending the lead to 5.
𝔘𝔫𝔦 had all the confidence in the world to shoot that one. 𝔬𝔁 steps back for a 3 of his own, and Dre 𝔬𝔁.
What a crazy 3. That was hard. That's all I can say. Against good defense, just better offense coming from Doi.
𝔘𝔫𝔦, another try. Bounces it home for a 3-pointer again.
Sunday shootout we're having here, Kobe.
Here is 𝔬𝔁 again. Guarded by 𝔘𝔫𝔦. Doi has to give it up to Lim. JB Lim drives over 𝔐𝔐. Ball is loose. It'll stay with UST.
It's just so hard to finish against Collins 𝔐𝔐. Whatever you need to do up top, Collins is just too tall for him to be able to bother any attempt by any UST player.
It seems like the NU coaching staff will apply for the coach's challenge, and that's exactly what our officials will be looking at.
It's a perfect way for us to be able to enjoy our Sunday with high-paced juniors basketball. And Pelado and Doy Duong are really showing out here at the end of the second quarter, making things very exciting here in the ballgame.
Well, Dungo already with 12 points. He ties Al Yusuf with 12 for the game scoring. Meanwhile, Tom Piliado, 2 for 2 from that three-point area with 6 points in this one off the bench.
You know, whenever he comes inside the court for NU, it's instant energy right away. Tom Pelado, one of the best guys coming off the bench here for NU.
Our officials still reviewing that last play to see who it was off of.
Upon review, the inclusion challenge of the Bullpups unsuccessful.
So an unsuccessful challenge by the NU team, and that's going to stay with UST, and they'll have 14 seconds on the shot clock. UST tried to get the pass on the inside, but NU comes up with a rock. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Piliado for 3. No go. Manding skying in there for the rebound. Doidungo finds Waki Ludovice for 3. Bang, bang!
Instant buckets. Waki Ludovice, whenever he is inside the court, sees the space, takes the shot, makes the shot. Now cuts it into 2. Part of the NU coaching staff, helping out as well with all of his championship experience. He once played for UST, but now he is moving over to the other side for NU.
And the FEU coaching staff still here in the arena. See Coach Denok Miranda and Coach Alan watching on to this matchup as well between UST and NU. It's the Bullpups who are up by 2 here with just about a shot clock's time remaining. Cartel, corner 3, puts it in.
Seems like NU heard me that they need to make their threes after I said that 3 straight threes for NU.
Oh, the Bullpups just not looking back. Oh, Doidungo over the taller defenders. Floats it up off the glass and banks it home and makes it a 3-point lead at halftime. Oh, what a run between UST.
They're only 14-11, and then all of a sudden both teams are really stepping on the gas here in the second, eventually going for a 41-38 score here. We look at the numbers, 15-36 to 14-36, very equal for both teams. It's just the rebounding for NU and then the fast break points for UST where they have been able to get an edge. But so far, everything else has been close for both of these teams.
Well, for the viewers wondering if the fast break points seem a little bit low, that's because the defense between these two teams have been so eminent that neither of them have been able to go on any runs here. But talking about NU a little bit, Coach, how impressive has 𝔬𝔰 been here for this NU team?
A very, very important piece here for NU moving forward, especially for them. A guy who's not usually on the scoring column, but today really stepping up and showcasing his full bag of talents. On the other side, 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 still doing it all for UST. 14 points leading everybody here in today's ballgame.
14 points, and to go along with a couple of rebounds and some good defense being shown here. The leading scorer for UST, Joaquin Ludovice and Rick Versosa, are also contributing on that España side. You see the three leading scorers on UST. Meanwhile, for NU, it's 𝔬𝔰 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 and 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔱𝔢𝔬𝔫. So a rare time where 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 isn't the leading scorer after halftime.
The UST has been doing a good job on really closing down and 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. But good job by the shooters of NU to end that second quarter. 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 eventually stretching out the floor for NU and eventually getting that lead back for NU.
𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰, like we were talking about in that first half, coming off the bench and already contributing 6 points and setting the tone for this NU team as we head into this third quarter. Meanwhile, for UST, they're looking at some of their other guys to produce if they want to try and retake the lead here in this third quarter.
Now, really, those guards really has to be able to help Andre Dumo and the rest of the squad. Guys like JB Lim, Kojo Buenaflor was out for most of the first half because of foul trouble. Also Kurt Velasquez, and as well as Lance Ronquillo are the usual scorers who needs to be able to step up here.
Possession here for NU to start the third. And a foul called underneath. It's going to go on Reyes of UST. Back out of bounds, and it's 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 who has the ball here for NU. Oh, nice pass, nice feed on the inside to 𝔬𝔰.
And also extending right away to 14 points here in the ballgame.
Continuing where he left off in that first half. JB Lim kicks it out to Reyes. He fires for three. That's short.
Some good dribble drive action, eventually leaving Sam Reyes wide open, just could not make the shot.
UC, 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. Ball finds its way to 𝔬𝔰. They get it to UC, almost out of bounds, and he throws it away to JB Lim. Three yellow shirts leading here for UST. Lim takes it himself and is awarded with some free throws.
JB Lim has not really contributed a lot in terms of scoring, but that is the third steal of the ballgame for JB Lim, doing it from swiping off the dribble, now reading the passing lane perfectly. JB Lim really making a change on the defensive end.
Well, that's an area of the game where he has really contributed well. And like you were talking about, Coach, he had that game where he had 7 steals. So a very pesky defender is JB Lim.
How rare do we hear that? 7 steals in the high school division. And that is coming off a close game. That is not even a blowout game. That is the pure talent of JB Lim.
Always hustling for this UST team. And they're still down by 4 here as another foul is called on the inside. It's going to go on Sam Reyes. And that's going to be Reyes' third foul of the game here.
It's really the challenge if you're going up against 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. How do you deny Collins that basketball? And there really are going to be times where too much physicality is going to be called. It's the only way you can negate Collins that basketball.
And you can see, speaking of Collins, he has rejected another pass inside. 5 shirts of UST there on the other end. UST trying to force another turnover, but it lands in the hands of 𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬𝔬 who puts it up and in.
𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬 has been moving terrifically without that basketball. 6 points for 𝔬𝔤𝔬.
Velasquez to 𝔬𝔬𝔬 for 3. Bang, bang.
Automatic. Whenever he's open, he's gonna take it. He's gonna make it. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 now extending his scoring in the ballgame.
UC gets it out. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 has it. Off the screen from 𝔬𝔬𝔬. UC open for 3. No good that time. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 collects the rebound. 𝔬𝔬 drives, floats it up, bounces it in.
That's the 6th point of 𝔬𝔬𝔬 coming off a floater.
On the other end, NU trying to answer, cannot. But that ball will stay with the Bullpups, and they'll have 14 seconds to work with.
Let's watch that floater through to eventually getting that space. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 going both from the outside and the inside. Showcasing once again the talent he has here in the UAAP Juniors Division.
Everything just looking very easy for 𝔬𝔬𝔬 here. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 can get that 3 to fall. Alfanta collects the offensive board and is fouled by Koji Buenaflor.
𝔬𝔬𝔬 not able to get his usual buckets right here. But whenever their opponents are playing zone, Coach Kevin De Castro usually goes for 𝔬𝔬𝔬 because he can stretch out that floor. Also has that quick swing to his game. So a perfect guy to break the zone defense. Just could not get his first shot here in the 3rd quarter.
𝔬𝔬𝔬 now is 1 for 3 from the field. Only 3 points for him so far. Alfanta drives and he is called for the travel. And that's going to be another turnover for NU, their 11th of the game.
Now that zone of UST proving a problem for NU. That has been the strength of UST, surprising teams with the zone.
UST a chance to take the lead, and they do. Off at the triple of 𝔬𝔬𝔬.
And that is already 8 points for 𝔬𝔬𝔬 in the first 3 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
And the 4th triple of the game for him. And on the other end, 𝔬𝔬𝔬 getting things done for NU. Will have an and 1 opportunity at the line.
Now things are just getting more exciting each and every play here. First, 𝔬𝔬𝔬 off the catch from Kurt Velasquez. On the other end, quick answer, strong attack by 𝔬𝔬𝔬. Sees an open gap. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 getting that foul and the bucket. Another free throw for Gab.
And 𝔬𝔬𝔬 with great concentration on that one. Completes the 3-point play opportunity and makes it a 1-point lead for NU. Manding with the jumper, no good. Cartel collects the rebound. Chad Cartel been fairly quiet here for NU. They throw it inside to 𝔬𝔬𝔬. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 with 5 straight points here for the Bullpups.
Perfect way to break the zone. Use your advantage with the height gap. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 perfectly seeing that. Now gets 5 straight points.
Velasquez for 3, too short. And NU has the ball. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 in the corner. They throw it inside, right back to Gab 𝔬𝔬𝔬. And just like that, it's a 5-point lead for NU. Off of 7 straight points from Gab 𝔬𝔬𝔬.
Always at the right place, always at the right time. Gab 𝔬𝔬𝔬 just knows where to put himself to get those wide open buckets. 7 straight.
𝔬𝔬𝔬 and the UST Tiger Cubs still down by 5 here in the game against NU. And every time UST goes on their runs, Coach, NU just has an answer right back.
You know, you can never leave NU. This team always has an answer. Good coaching staff, very high IQ players. A good comeback by NU right away.
And NU responding to the defense of UST with some quality defense of their own, but UST finding offense courtesy of 𝔂𝔂
This outside game of UST has really been proving the difference. 𝔂𝔬 earlier, now 𝔂𝔂.
And now 𝔂𝔬 again for UST off the steal. 24 points.
How many highlights has he already had here in the ball game? That's another tough layup coming from Doi.
It's going to be a long edit for whoever has to make the highlight reel for 𝔂𝔬. And for 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 as well, who continues to pour on here for NU.
The biggest story of the third quarter, 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰 stepping up big time. 9 points for Gap here in the third.
𝔂𝔬 drives baseline. 𝔂𝔬 can get it to fall. And NU will have possession. 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰. Ball will be swinging around. Cartel to Alfanta, inside to 𝔐𝔬𝔭. Collins trying to find an open teammate, but turns it over. Ball in the hands now of 𝔂𝔂. Ludovice. And a dribbling violation called on 𝔂𝔂. That's the second time the referees have called that in here. So keeping a very sharp eye, coach, on that dribble.
We've got to give props to the referees whole season long. They have been consistent. But just talking about consistency, this guy has been consistent from the outside. 𝔂𝔂 once again stretching the floor for UST.
Battling on the inside is Collins 𝔐𝔬𝔭, who gets the bucket plus the foul. Free throws on the way for the big man.
A good job by UST to close down on the inside. But after that loose ball, Collins 𝔐𝔬𝔭 getting that ball. Enough space to operate, enough space to make the basket. Collins 𝔐𝔬𝔭 now in double figures in the ball game.
And a double-double as well for 𝔐𝔬𝔭, who has 14 rebounds in this game.
That's 6 offensive rebounds for Collins 𝔐𝔬𝔭 off his 14.
And 𝔐𝔬𝔭 at the free throw line again. 4 for 6 for him so far. Make that 4 for 7. Gives NU a 4-point cushion here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And another offensive foul, this time called on UST.
I'm sure Coach Manu Igigot knows what they're gonna practice on come their next training date. That is the 6th offensive foul via the screen for UST. Same type each and every time.
The next time they wake up for practice, that's the only thing that they're going to be working on, I'm sure, for Coach.
At least 1 hour of screening practice for UST.
𝔂𝔬𝔭, meanwhile, for NU, drills their 5th triple of the game and gives NU a 7-point lead.
And we were talking about earlier, 𝔂𝔬𝔭 could really stretch out the floor for NU. And that is exactly what he did in that last play.
𝔂𝔬𝔭 goes all the way to the rim, no. Saves the offensive rebound. Oh, but things getting frisky there between 𝔐𝔬𝔭 and Versosa.
The battle of the giants right here. They seem to have not liked the physicality down low. Bricks Versosa and Collins 𝔐𝔬𝔭 getting a little chippy.
Here is that replay, Coach.
This bristling takedown by Bricks Versosa. Collins not liking that push. You really need 4 white guys and 4 yellow shirts to be able to stop these 2 big guys.
And maybe a couple of black shirts as well, as our officials were getting right in the middle of that. But obviously tensions, well, no love lost between these two teams, fighting for a top seed, a twice to beat advantage, coach. So really a lot on the line here if you're UST and NU.
A win by UST will tie NU at number 2 at 7-3. But a win by NU will put them 2 games apart, UST, from that 2 and 3 position. So both teams know what is at stake here in the ball game. That's why the physicality is really rising here to end the ball game.
You can see Coach Jeff Napa talking to Collins after that one, after that tussle with 𝔬𝔤. What do you think Coach Jeff was, what advice do you think Coach Jeff was giving to Collins?
Well, Coach Jeff, knowing this guy, he just wants Collins to stay composed. No need for each and every individual to get technicals here in the ball game because every foul will count. And Coach Jeff really trying to calm down Collins. Collins seems better here.
Well, Coach obviously not lacking any experience in terms of settling things down for his big man here.
That's Coach Jeff Napa. Pero feeling ko kahit kung ako kinausap ni Coach Jeff Napa, mapapakalma rin ako eh.
Yung mga soothing sentiments lagi si Coach Jeff eh pagdating sa mga ganitong situation.
I've been going against Coach Jeff Napa. That's why it's very fun and we eventually got to be friends because my whole high school. I think what's the call here?
Double technical foul on number 3.
There you go.
On number 10, 𝔬𝔤𝔢𝔰, both for Conte.
So both a double technical called on Colin 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 and 𝔬𝔤𝔢𝔰.
As much as it hurts for it to be a technical, it hurts even more because that will add to your total fouls here in the ball game. And I think that's going to be the second on Colin 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢 if I'm not mistaken.
And that is, well, it's going to be the third on Bricks. Chad Cartel at the free throw line for NU. Drilling that technical free throw.
One possession for the UST Groundling Thunderbirds.
And UST will have possession here. As play continues on, they'll have 14 seconds on the shot clock. And they are down by 8. The officials still trying to settle things down. Trying to look at the game clock here to make sure the accurate amount of time is left on the clock. If you're a player in this situation, Coach, do you cool down a little bit after this one? Medyo nawala na yung init ng katawan mo?
No, you got to be able to go back to your rhythm, which is the way they've been playing the third quarter. You know, look at both of these teams. It's really the energy that really keeps them alive. So you have to be able to go back to that kind of energy, that kind of intensity, especially if you're UST, because you are the ones trying to cut this 8-point lead.
Well, UST led by as many as 6 at one point. Now for NU, this is their biggest lead of the game with 8. So it's going to be UST's ball. And the shot clock was reset to 6. And another foul call. This time it's going to go on NU. So the shot clock will reset to 14. NU giving some more time for UST to work with. Aki Ludovice couldn't get it to fall, and NU has possession. Alfanta gets it to 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Right back to Macmac. Alfanta kicks it out 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 for three and puts it in.
𝔍𝔞𝔪� making a big impact here in the third quarter, getting a few assists. Now 2 threes for 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, extending the lead to double digits.
The largest lead of the game for both teams. 𝔍𝔞 drives, misses. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� leading the charge. Alfanta driving, handing it off. 𝔐𝔐 finishes nicely at the rim.
That is such a tough pass coming from Alfanta. 3 yellow shirts, yet he found a way in getting it inside of Collins 𝔐𝔐.
All of a sudden, a 13-point lead for NU. 𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔦 can't get it to fall. 𝔍𝔐𝔬� has it. Cartel inside. Right back out to Cartel. Alfanta has it. Chad Cartel for three. Puts it in.
And all of a sudden, all of the rhythm going the side of the white shirts, which was once a close game, is now a 16-point lead for NU.
Things getting very out of hand for UST. NU has just been finding their rhythm and momentum here. 𝔍𝔐𝔬� trying for another three. Oh, the house would have rocked if that went in. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 drives. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 is fouled. And that's going to go on Chad Cartel.
Huge baskets by NU right here. 𝔍𝔬𝔬 stretching out the floor for his second three. Alfanta, 3 straight assists for Makmak. 1 to Collins 𝔐𝔐 inside, and 2 on the outside to 𝔍𝔬𝔬 and to Chad Cartel. Alfanta, the guy setting up his teammates.
6 assists for Alfanta in this one, coach. Attracting. Everyone saw that he got player of the game honors in the previous game. Closing out on him now. Now he's just handing it off to his teammates.
You know, he knows that UST has so much respect for him, eventually leaving wide open guys on the outside. Alfanta, that's the IQ and composure he has.
Koji Buenaflor finishes with the right hand.
So far, a quiet ball game from Koji Buenaflor here. He needs to step up. They'll be needing it towards the fourth quarter.
Lead cut down here to 16. A minute to go in the third quarter. Alfanta drives, finds Nepasena for the jumper, no. Velasquez brings it down. Tried to get it to the cutting Ludovice. And on the other end, NU throwing it away also. So that's going to head back to UST.
A little bit of an overpass here from 𝔍𝔬𝔬�, really wanting that fast break, but good recovery from UST, forcing the stop on the play before. Koji Buenaflor, strong hard drive. Don't call it 𝔐𝔐, takes advantage of his size.
68-54. Just about half a minute to go here in the third quarter. Manding gets called for steps.
Good call by the referee on this round. Carl Manding right there, wanting to get the energy off the attack, but that will end in a turnover.
Starting to become a common call here in the juniors division, that travel off of the dribble. Collins 𝔐𝔐 has checked back in for NU. Guarded here by Buenaflor.
Coach Kevin not wanting to step on the brakes right here, wanting to end the quarter strong, putting back in Collins 𝔐𝔐.
Uso to Peliado with 8 seconds to shoot. Peliado inside to 𝔐𝔐. 𝔐𝔐 receives it and finishes it with the right hand. Oh, and play is stopped. A technical foul call is going to be called on the UST bench.
Manu seems like he wants a 3-second call on that last play.
So a technical called on UST. That's going to be an additional free throw for NU.
emotions are high now, even for the coaching staff of UST. A big run by NU here to end the third quarter. This is a close game to start our second half, but NU really stepping on the gas, eventually going for the 16-point lead.
It's Chad Cartel who is at the free throw line and connects on that technical freebie. Who makes this now a 17-point lead for NU with just about 3.2 left on the clock. And another stoppage being called here.
Too many coaching staff giving instructions. There were 5 guys on the coaching staff standing up, and our rule is there is a maximum of 2 coaches that can stand up. Sometimes the coaches just gets a little bit over-eager in giving instructions.
Coaches lost count on that one, on how many of them were standing up that time. So that was a technical free throw by Waki Ludovice. And possession stays with UST with 3.2 on the clock. Ludovice from half court will not fall, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So after a brief break, after settling things down between the two squads, out of nowhere, UST with 24 points and 5 rebounds. Meanwhile, Makmak Alfanta and NU have just been controlling the pace, setting things up for his squad, giving them here a 16-point lead after 3 quarters of play. And we start this fourth quarter with a possession here for the Bullpups. You can see the quarter scoring. It's that third quarter where NU really took advantage, outscoring the Tiger Cubs 30-17 in that third quarter. A big discrepancy in that third quarter, Coach, where NU had scored at 30 to UST 17.
They're just a big run by NU. Started again by 𝔬𝔬𝔦𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 and that's going to be a big third quarter entering the fourth.
𝔬𝔬𝔬 now for UST. Tiger Cubs having a tough time even getting the ball across half court.
We talked about earlier the matchup of 𝔬𝔬𝔬 and 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. And here we're seeing the physicality between these two. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 tasked to try and stop 𝔬𝔬𝔬.
A foul is called on 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 that time, so that's gonna be UST's ball here. Boy, that third quarter was really something that NU would definitely want to replicate here in the fourth, especially with what's at stake in this game, Coach.
You want to keep the rhythm, you want to keep the composure. You're going up against a very talented team in the UST Tiger Cubs.
So another technical foul called on the UST coaching staff. That's going to send 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 to the free throw line. Not by the technical freebie that time.
That's going to be the first miss of 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 from the technical free throw line. It's 2 of 3. He's like a trusted guy by the coaching staff to finish those free throws.
A lot of technicals being thrown out here in the past few minutes, leading all the way back to the third quarter, Coach. Ronquillo gets it to Dungo. Dungo finds Lance. Ronquillo for 3. And a shot clock violation called on the Tiger Cubs.
No more time remaining on that shot. And he was able to chip away a lot of seconds before that shot went up.
Iliado gets it to Cartel. Tong thought about the 3, will try, put it up, gets blocked by Buenaflor. Second try, still no. And UST recovers.
Now that zone is working wonders for UST, getting a few stops. The question is, can they stay consistent with it the whole ball game?
That's Ronquillo with an offensive rebound, saves it to his teammate, and draws the foul. It's going to stay with UST.
Lance Ronquillo providing hustle here in the fourth quarter, much needed for UST to eventually get their energy going.
Still a 16-point lead here for NU, and the rim has just been cooled and closed for both of our squads so far.
First minute of that ball game, no one is able to buy a field goal here.
Buenaflor finally breaks that and cuts the lead down to 14.
A much needed guy here for UST. Sitting down a lot of the first half because of foul trouble, but here 4 points already for Koji.
Cartel drives, gets it inside. Ronquillo is fouled by 𝔬𝔤𝔂.
UST getting a few stops right here. Getting up pocket. And now the ball will go back the side of the yellow shirts.
What about the hustle from Lance Ronquillo to swipe it away from the very, very bigger 𝔬𝔤𝔂 on that possession, Coach?
It's all hard for Lance Ronquillo right here.
Ronquillo gets it to Dumo. Doy off the screen from Buenaflor. Koji drives, takes it himself, puts it in, plus the foul, and one opportunity for Koji Buenaflor.
It's just so hard to read Koji Buenaflor. He can put the ball on the floor. He's very athletic, but you will respect him as well because he also can stretch the floor for UST. And right here, 𝔬𝔤𝔂, not knowing what to do, was late on the attack, getting that foul and a free throw for Koji Buenaflor.
Buenaflor at the free throw line connects and completes the 3-point play opportunity. And he's now up to 7 points here for the Tiger Cubs.
So the force coach Kevin Castro to put in 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰, maybe to adjust on the attacking Koji Buenaflor.
UST with a press. NU gets it across half court. Get it to Cartel, off the screen from Palanca. That pass is bothered and it's stolen by UST. Wacky Ludovice going all the way, and just like that, the lead is cut down to single digits off of that fast break from Wacky Ludovice.
This 2-2-1 press, eventually going for a zone, has been proving the difference here in the fourth quarter. Koji Buenaflor, Lance Ronquillo being the heart of UST, now cutting the lead all the way to single digits.
71-62, a 9-point lead here for the Tiger Cubs as we head into a timeout. To 62 is our score here. NU holding on to a 9-point lead here, but the Tiger Cubs are finding momentum at the right time. Coach, what has UST been doing here to get back into this game and fight their way into this now 9-point gap?
better decision making. They're not forcing anything. They're staying composed on their sets and also have a lot more energy on the defensive end. That's why they're forcing a lot of stops. They're getting runs and they're getting some fast breaks here.
They'll definitely want to continue that here in the latter stages of this game. Steal that time by NU, but UST forcing the miss.
Now UST able to read the way 𝔬𝔰 attacks, not able to get buckets here in the second half.
Vix Palanca is called for the foul on the other end. The important thing here, coach, with 7 minutes to go, NU is over the foul limit.
It's going to be huge because this can force UST to be aggressive in their offensive sets, get a lot more fouls, get freebies on the line, and this is far from a done deal with 7 minutes left.
It'll be Carl Manding at the free throw line here for UST. Makes the first there. The UST coaching staff getting hit with a couple of technicals led to a big lead and quite the run by NU in that third quarter. Now fighting their way back here, down by 8.
Sometimes that really happens. It really wakes up the players. You need some energy going. All you need is just for you to wake up, and it could be by the way of the technicals of the coaching staff.
Well, for NU, someone who has been fairly quiet in the second half is 𝔬𝔰, and he is definitely going to try and get things going for him here in the fourth. That's 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰 for 3. No go.
Well, that's a shot you want. That's wide open. Good swing by 𝔬𝔬𝔦. And here he is reminding lads, keep on shooting when you're open. And that is what you want from a teammate.
Another foul called on NU. That's 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔦 who fouls Carl Manding.
It's going to be a problem because they are in penalty as early as this. It's going to give a free shot for UST here.
UST with 14 free throw attempts. This is their 15th and 16th of the day. NU with 17. And Manding goes 2 for 2 at the line that time. 11 for 16 as a team is this UST team. UST with the press. Ball is on the floor. 3 yellow shirts all in the rim there. And 𝔬𝔬𝔦 is on the floor.
Oh, we don't want to see this. 𝔬𝔬𝔦 is holding on to his knee.
Here's that replay, coach. You see 3 yellow shirts just colliding together with 2 white shirts.
A lot of physicality there with the pummel of that basketball. 𝔬𝔬𝔦 seems okay. We do hope that it's nothing serious on it.
Well, 𝔬𝔬𝔦 will stay in the lineup. Seems to be A-okay now.
Not to be that young again and just
shake it off,
shake
coach.
it off.
Pagpag mo lang. And IJUC can get the floater into drop, but 𝔂𝔂 Alfanta is right there for the swipe plus the deuce.
That is going to be very big for NU. That is their first field goal here in the fourth quarter, coming off that offensive rebound of 𝔂𝔂 Alfanta.
UST outscoring NU in the fourth quarter, 10-2. It's given them, or brought them, to within 8 points here in the fourth quarter. 𝔬𝔬𝔦 to Alfanta. 𝔂𝔂. Pass bothered by 𝔬𝔬𝔦. And some substitutions now for UST as Brix Versosa checks in for Carl Manding. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 giving some height to this UST team in the absence of 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 on the NU side. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 puts it up and floats it in.
Here in the fourth quarter, 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 finally showing on the scoring column. Was more of a assist man in the first 3 quarters. Now 4 points for 𝔬𝔬𝔬.
Tojji Buena floor, top of the key 3.
It's so hard to read. Tojji Buena floor had 2 attacks the past few possessions. Now stretching out the floor for the 3.
Elijah Yusi having trouble finding his teammates. Bodies on the floor. And a jump ball is called. It'll head to UST.
Watch here. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 off the handoff. No closeout. No problem. Says Tojji Buena 7 big points. Sorry, 8 big points here in the fourth quarter.
10 points in total in the game for Buena Flor after that triple. Valuable production here for UST. Ronquillo gets it to Dungo. Doi with 5 seconds to shoot. Doi Dungo tried to get it to the cutting 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 but that's going to be a turnover for UST.
A good attention, bad execution for Doi Dungo right there. He found a cutter in 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 who was going to be wide open, just could not put it at the right place. Ball will go back to NU here.
75-68, a 7-point lead for NU. Doi Dungo looking to trim that, and he does with a bucket there, and it's a 5-point lead now for the Bullpups.
A good steal coming from Doi Dungo. What a way to get back the next play right away.
Alfanta avoids the defender, challenged at the rim. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 shoot some free throws. Boy, some intense defense underneath here from UST. But it'll send 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 to the free throw line for NU.
Very quiet game for 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬, but still producing at a high clip. 14 points, 16 rebounds for 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬. Not really the type of game he usually plays, but still very efficient at 5 out of 6.
75-70. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 misses both free throws. And UST now with the ball. JB Lim drives, try to get it to his teammate, 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬, kicks it out. Lim with 10 seconds to shoot. JB Lim, fadeaway J, no good. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 secures the rebound. Tagutongan gets it to Alfanta. Alfanta asking for a screen, he'll get it, kicks it out. UST not giving any space. Tagutongan, his shot is short. And another possession here for NU. Chad Cartel wide open for three. Bounces home.
Very big three coming from Chad Cartel. Dying seconds in the shot clock. Gets the shot, extends the lead to 8.
Cartel has his third triple of the game. Meanwhile, 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 on the other end for UST.
Not the usual side we're going to see, but he is stepping up big time here in the fourth quarter.
His second triple for 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. 2 for 2 from that area. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 tried to secure the pass, but 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 fouls 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬.
Watch that again right here. No closeout coming from Collins. With pure confidence coming from Bricks. He has been working on that shot. And now he has that confidence and the go signal from the coaching staff to shoot it. Cuts the lead to 5.
Well, 2 for 2 from downtown. That's big points coming from your big man. 𝔬𝔫𝔦𝔰 checks into the game as Mix Palanca will take a seat. NU still up by 5 here. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 using that screen. They find 𝔬𝔬𝔬 in the corner. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Oh, 𝔬𝔬𝔬 now being the biggest difference for NU here in the fourth quarter.
𝔬𝔬𝔬 looking for teammates, gets it to Ludovice. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 steps back with a long 2. No go. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 secures the offensive board. Buenaflor drives. Buenaflor cannot finish. And NU has possession. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 driving all the way, finds Nepasena, gets blocked at the rim. Ludovice throws it away to Alfanta. NU will settle things down. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 misses on that 3. 𝔐𝔬𝔬𝔬 trying to handle the rock. It's stolen by UST. Doi finding Ludovice open for 3. Too short. 𝔐𝔐𝔤 back to Ludovice. Step back again for 𝔬𝔬𝔬. Still short on that 3. Numerous possessions for both teams and unable to connect.
UST really wanted to get that 3 there to cut the lead to a 2-possession ball game, but 𝔬𝔬𝔬 Ludovice just could not get those 2 threes.
Well, time is ticking for the Tiger Cubs. Final 2 minutes of play. Oh, Nepasena off the sweet pass from 𝔬𝔬𝔬 and gives NU a double-digit lead.
The UST extends.
Back in the ball game, Chad Gardell stepping up big here for NU to give them a double-digit lead.
UST knocking on the door of NU here in the fourth quarter, but Chad Gardell answering with 2 big threes the past 2 minutes, extending the lead back double digits right here.
Well, they say it's not over until it's over, but for UST, it's getting very, very bleak right now. With just under 2 minutes to go, and they are still down by 10. Our officials are settling things down here. Trying to get the game and shot clock right. So it's going to be 14 seconds on the shot clock for UST as they take it in the backcourt. Dungo has it for UST. Dungo for 3. Bounces off. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 snags the rebound.
Good stop coming from NU right there. They know the guys who they will look for. And that is Dungo. Good job closing down on the shot.
𝔬𝔬𝔬 asking for the screen. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 has that ball stolen. Dungo hand off to 𝔬𝔬𝔬. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 all the way. Misses the gimme. And NU with possession.
That's gotta hurt for UST. That was a freebie for Lance 𝔬𝔬𝔬, but good recovery by NU, just enough to bother that shot by Lance.
Final minute of play here in the game. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 can get the shot. 𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬 gets the rebound. Aki Ludovice wasting no time. Kicks it to the corner. 𝔬𝔬𝔬 for 3. No go. 𝔐𝔐𝔬𝔬 with another rebound. Dungo steps back, puts it up. No go. And that ball will stay play with UST.
Not a good time for UST to go ice cold from downtown. The whole ball game. Waki Ludovice and 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 has really been trading threes. But here, not the best of shooting for UST to end the ball game.
UST, like you mentioned, Coach, getting cold at probably the worst time. Meanwhile, for NU, they got hot at the best time down the stretch here.
Three-point shooting, not really the threat of NU the past few games, but here, just finding enough rhythm coming from Cartel and also 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 to really stretch out that floor for the zone defense of UST.
Our officials are taking a look quickly at the replay monitor to check that final possession. But talking about NU here, this is a game, Coach, where 𝔐𝔞𝔪� was not the offensive factor that he usually is for NU. Came up with a double-double as usual with 21 rebounds, but like you mentioned, with the contributions of Chad Cartel and Al Lusok, this was a game that was very valuable for this team.
Well, UST really had a good game plan against 𝔐𝔞𝔪�. Only 6 field goal attempts for 𝔐𝔞𝔪� the whole ball game. Usually a guy that's averaging more than 12 in a ball game, but really closing down is UST. But that gave good opportunities for guys like Usop, Cartel, and 𝔍𝔞𝔪� to eventually step up for NU, and that is exactly what they did here in the ball game.
The referees have made their call. Possession will be with UST here as they have 14 seconds on the shot clock. 𝔐𝔞𝔪� checks into the game. That's Rogelio will trigger in here for UST. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� in the corner misfires on that one, and 𝔐𝔠𝒻 gets the rebound. And Rogelio fouling 𝔍𝔞𝔪� on that one.
You gotta commend the captain, clean 𝔍𝔞𝔪� in this ball game. 9.7 assists for clean. A very crucial piece for NU in today's ball game. They have a very deep point guard rotation in 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, Reroma, and Tom Pellado. And for today's ball game, it's gonna be 𝔍𝔞𝔪� that will get the honors in terms of getting a lot of minutes.
𝔍𝔞𝔪� alongside 𝔂𝒫 Alfanta has given the team 13 assists in total. So some great distribution there from your two floor generals between 𝔍𝔞𝔪� and Alfanta. JB Lim not quitting here for UST, gets the steal and gets the easy deuce on the other end.
You can never give anything soft. JB Lim is within the area. Soft pass, JB Lim reading that passing lane perfectly. Still cutting this lead to 8.
As well for UST. They're still down by 8 here against 𝔂𝒫 Alfanta and the NU Bullpups. And Coach, and still some time for UST, but very, very thin margins of error.
You gotta make a stop here. Maybe force a quick foul in the next 5 seconds and hope that NU misses their free throws.
About a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Yusuf with a reverse. No. 𝔐𝔠𝒻 the inside, and Okoye finishes it in, and that just might do it.
A good way to
for
end
this
the game. Good way to end the game for NU right here. But this has been a tough battle, and so far they may be the number 2 and number 3 team moving forward. So they can learn a lot from this game, because entering the Final Four, there is a huge chance that they will be meeting each other once again.
Well, the standings, as we talk about it now, still not set yet, Coach. So a lot can still happen. And like you mentioned, there might just be a scenario where these two teams meet yet again. The shot clock and game clock will expire, and that'll be the end of the ball game. It's the NU Bullpups coming home with a victory here against UST. And they're gonna take home win number 8 of the season. Our